What if I told you that using escape rooms could reduce turnover in the workplace by 25%? Well, I don't actually know if that's true. I found a couple of sources that seem to suggest that, but I'm still trying to dig in to see if those are really reliable sources. I like to get to the root and find the primary studies that have been done. I haven't done that quite yet. So I'm going to keep looking and keep searching. But in the meantime, I thought I would hop on here and share a few of my thoughts about the role of escape rooms and one of the kind of practical uses that some people are finding for them. So these escape rooms are these rooms that are designed, if you're not familiar, they get designed. They usually have a series of clues that you have to solve, and each one leads to the next. Oftentimes, oftentimes a clue chain, and you have to go through a series. It's all within some kind of theme or story that's in the room, and then eventually get to escape the room or solve the puzzle or whatever else it is, whatever is within the storyline of the particular escape room. And there are some companies, people use these for birthday parties. They use these for families that go out and they will try to solve it together. And some are actually using it for team building in the corporate environment. And here is one of the things I'm coming across is that people seem to be reporting that it actually improves morale. It does help build a stronger sense of collegiality, of connection, of teamwork, of the kinds of things that have the potential to reduce turnover, to create stronger cohesion with teams and to help them be more effective. One of the things that I found really interesting about treasure hunts is that some people claim that or not treasure hunts, but escape rooms, is that some people claim that a large idea behind the escape room came from these code breaking drills that were created to train people in World War II. And I don't know, I haven't found a verifiable source to really back that up yet, but it is an intriguing possible origin story behind escape rooms. I tend to go with the fact that the escape room construct or notion goes back all the way into the ancient world, and that's why I have a whole video on riddle escape room type environments in ancient stories and myths and legends across different cultures. And what's neat about it is an escape room usually requires multiple people that have to work together and collaborate to solve a series of puzzles or clues and find their way out. And in the process, you're learning together. There's something to be said for professional development when a group of people sit down and they are learning some kind of new task. But there's also a kind of learning by doing that has a lot of merit, and it's where most teamwork develops. If you've ever been part of a team sport, athletic team, you know what I'm talking about. There are some things that you can go through and you practice these drills individually and even as a group, but it's oftentimes kind of forged in the battle of an actual competition or even a simulated competition or a scrimmage or something like that, that you begin to develop a greater sense of how to work with one another. People have to take on different roles. You learn to respect the roles of one another, to play your role, and to have those roles kind of come together in a way that helps each other out. And that's what we can see begin to emerge in these escape rooms. And that's why they have a lot of merit. I would encourage people to think about the use of escape rooms, not only just for fun, but how do you use these for professional development in your workplace? If you want to build greater cohesion or community with your family, even if you succeed or fail in the escape room, that's a great way to do it. It's a great way to pull people together, kind of work together and try to figure things out. I think this has great potential, more potential than we've even begun to tap into. I know that escape rooms have been getting a lot of attention lately, and the number of them has been growing rapidly. The number of businesses and companies that have emerged around escape rooms, local libraries, local schools of young people turning a single classroom or a single room into an escape room, and they're experimenting with the design of them and they're trying them out. This is getting more and more traction because it's a fun, interesting, modern design, and it's something that has real potential to teach teamwork, to teach problem solving, creative thinking skills. The other thing that's kind of neat about an escape room design is that not everyone has what's necessary to solve a problem. So it reminds you not only of, it's not just about teaching teamwork, but it's teaching you what's necessary to solve complex problems. And this is really important in our society today too, right? Because if you believe that you can just be the sole solution to every major problem, you're going to go out and try these kind of lone ranger approaches to solutions that are going to fall flat and they're not going to work. What actually is required to solve mini escape rooms is people coming together and figuring out how to work together, communicating with one another, figuring out their roles, and then they can get to accomplishing something that would be impossible otherwise. In fact, some escape rooms are designed intentionally in a way that requires this. You might have two keys on each side of the room, and you have to turn the keys at the same time. It'd be impossible for one person to actually reach their arm all the way across both sides and unlock it. You need to have two people to do it. That is a beautiful lesson. And I look at these modern escape rooms and I think that they are good for society. I know that sounds like a big claim. Seems like it's overblown in a way. Why not just enjoy them and think they're fun? Well, no, they're that as well. But they have something to contribute to a good, positive, healthy society and group of people. And that's why I'm an advocate for them. I encourage you, if you've never been in an escape room, try it out. Check it out, see what it's like. If you have been in one, consider maybe stepping on the other side and see if you can't design your first escape room, even in your own home. Test it out, get a few locks, and you could literally just take a notebook, a pen, a few envelopes, and a few locks. And that alone, you could design a really cool escape room. Just design a series of clue chains around some kind of theme and test it out. And you get a little bit better at it as you iterate and try it more and more. I'm a big fan of rapid prototyping, of minimally viable products where you just create something simple and rough and rugged and test it out, have other people try it out, and then you can improve on it from there. So there you have it. Those are a few of my comments on the role of escape rooms for serious learning and team building, community building, and contributing something that I think can make society just a little bit better than it is now.